Begin in a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale. Look up. Arch your back. Exhale. Round your spine. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Look up. Chest forward. Extend your spine. Exhale. Round your back. Tuck your chin. 2 more times. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Return to neutral. Lift your right hand off the ground and point it up towards the ceiling. Look past your fingertips. And then thread that hand underneath your chest and look towards the left. Inhale, arm back up towards the sky. Exhale, underneath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, arm up. And exhale, place the hand back on the ground. Left side, left arm up. Look towards the sky. And thread the hand underneath your abdomen. Look to the right. Again, inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm through. Inhale, look to the sky. And exhale, look to the right. Inhale, arm up. And lower that hand down onto the ground. Return to your tabletop position. Sit your hips back onto your heels and lower your chest down into a child's pose. Arms outstretched in front of you, forehead resting on the mat. Walk your hands to the right. Get a stretch along the left side of the body. And walk your hands to the left. Get a stretch along the right side of the body. And return your hands back to the middle. Tuck your toes and send your hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Adjust your stance and feel free to bend your knees if you need to here. Relax your neck, relax your head. Maybe you want to bend one leg and then the other, alternating the heel that's driving towards the ground. And step forward with the right leg and lower the left knee to the ground. Make sure you take a stance that's a little bit wider than what would create 90-degree angles. So maybe you take a little step forward or a little step back. Your hands can rest on your thigh, or you can stretch your arms overhead. Straighten your front leg and fold forward. Your hands can reach that front leg, or they can go all the way to the ground, or maybe onto a wall or chair for support. Aim to feel a stretch in the back side of the right leg. Your toes might be flexed to increase the intensity of that stretch in the posterior chain. Bend the front knee and lift the arms up to return to that previous pose. Allow the hips to travel forward slightly in this pose. Place the left hand on the ground and turn to look past the right hand up at the ceiling for a twist. Lower the right hand to the ground and step back with the right leg. Forward with the left to do the other side. hands either on your left thigh or lifted with arms overhead. Allow your hips to travel forward slightly to see if you can feel a bit of a stretch in the front of the right hip. Straighten the left leg and fold over that leg. Hands might reach the ground, might reach some other raised surface, or might rest on your leg. And bend the front knee, arms up, right hand on the ground, left hand up to the sky, look up past the left fingertips in your twist. Left hand to the ground and step back with your left leg. One more time, 1 breath per movement. Right leg forward. Inhale, arms up, hips forward. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the front knee. Inhale, arms up. Left hand on the ground. Exhale, twist. Right hand on the ground. Take your inhale and step back with the right leg. Exhale on tabletop. Set up on the other side. Left foot forward. And here we go. Inhale, arms up, hips forward. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the front knee. Inhale, arms up. Right hand on the ground. Exhale, twist. Inhale, left hand meets the ground and step back. Tuck your toes, hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. And breathe here. Inhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, and then take a bunch of little steps to make your way up to the front of your mat. As many little steps as you need. You can bend your knees to get there. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side. Sun salutation A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward and down. Hands on shins, inhale halfway up. Plant the hands either side of the feet. Exhale, step back into a plank position. Option to put the knees on the ground and lower all the way down, belly on the floor. Inhale, look forward, chest off the ground. Exhale, travel through the knees, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, and step between the hands. Maybe you take less steps this time to travel to the front of the mat. Hands on shins, inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, arms by your side. We'll do that one more time. I'll demonstrate a harder variation for hopping back, but feel free to do the one we just practiced. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward and down. Hands on shins, inhale halfway up. Plant the hands, exhale, step or hop back into a plank position. Lower down, either belly on the ground or remain off of the ground, hovering. Inhale, chest forward and up, or up and upward facing dog where just the hands and feet are touching the ground. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, bend the knees, look between the hands. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Hands on shins, inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, arms by your side. Bend the knees, lower the hips. Inhale, arms up, chair. Take your breath here. Inhale, right leg up off the ground. And step it back behind you. You may need to step it back further again if you didn't step back far enough. And drop the back heel, open up into Warrior Two. Again, an opportunity to adjust your stance to find the right distance between the feet for you. Front foot pointed forward, knee bent, and the back leg, the right leg, foot pointed out to the side, leg straight, arms parallel with the floor, gaze looking out over the left hand. Turn the left palm face up, lower the right hand onto the thigh, and inhale, reach up into a side bend for your exalted warrior. Look up past your fingertips. And return to Warrior Two. Connect left forearm to left thigh and reach the right arm overhead. Aim to create a straight line between your foot and your hand. Extended side angle pose. Allow your gaze to look up towards the sky past your arm. And return to Warrior Two. Turn to face front. Allow the back heel to come off of the ground and then step back to your chair pose. If you need to take a couple steps to get there, that's totally fine. Back up to chair and straight to the other side. Inhale, left leg up and lean forward to step that leg back. Drop the back heel. Warrior Two on the second side. Take a moment to settle in, adjust your stance to a stance that's right for you today. Front legs bent, back legs straight, front toes point forward, back toes point out at a 90-degree angle from the front toes. Arms parallel to the floor, and gaze looks over the right hand. Turn the right palm face up, lower the left arm. Inhale, exalted warrior. Return to Warrior Two. Turn to face the front. Not yet. The right hand on the right thigh. And hit your extended side angle pose. Left arm overhead. Aim to create a line from your fingers of your left hand to the left foot. And the gaze can look past that arm up towards the ceiling. And now return to Warrior Two. Turn to the front, lift the back heel, and return to your chair pose. Straighten the legs, lower the arms. Close your eyes, take a breath. Step back with the right leg. Heel remains off the ground, back leg straight, front leg bent. Inhale, arms up. A high lunge. Settle into this pose. Chest pointed forward, hips pointed forward. Maybe you can even tuck your tailbone in a little bit to accentuate the stretch in the front of the right hip. Option to lead this into a little bit of a back bend where the chest looks up. And straighten the front leg as you fold forward lightly into a wide-legged pyramid pose. You can have your hands rest on your thigh, keep them at your hips, or perhaps reach towards the ground or some elevated surface for support here. Find the variation that works best for you today. And breathe. Bend the front knee. Inhale, high lunge. And now connect the right elbow to the left leg. I'll give you a different angle for that. So we'll end up going hands together and then right elbow to left leg to encourage a twist in what we call revolved side angle pose. Hands together, opposite elbow to leg, so right elbow to left leg, and then push the elbow into the leg to allow your chest to look towards the left. Your gaze can either be down at the ground for extra balance support, or can be out in front of you past your fingers, or even up towards the sky, up at the ceiling. And inhale back to center and lower the hands to the ground either side of the left foot. Step back into a plank and go through a half sun salutation. So lower down, option to go belly on the ground or hovering. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And step the right foot between the hands. Repeat the sequence on the second side. Inhale, arms up, high lunge. Chest forward, hips forward. Back heel lifted off the ground, back leg straight. Straighten the front leg and go to your high pyramid pose. Arms can either rest at the hips, go to the thigh, move towards the ground, remain on an elevated surface for balance. Pick the variation that's right for you today. We're aiming for a feeling of an intense stretch on the back of the right leg here. And bend the front knee, return to your high lunge, arms overhead. Connect your palms in front of your chest and move your left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Move into your revolved side angle here. Gaze can either be at the ground, at the wall out in the direction of your hands, or even up towards the sky. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower the hands either side of that front leg and step back. Go through your half sun salutation. Lower down. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and step it forward between the hands. We'll repeat this sequence once more on each side, but with one breath per movement. Here we go. Inhale, arms up, hips forward. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the front leg. Inhale, arms up. Connect the hands. Put the right elbow to left leg. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Plant the hands. Exhale, step back. Lower down. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Inhale, arms up, hips forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg, fold forward. Bend the front knee. Inhale, arms up. Hands together, elbow to thigh. Exhale, into your twist. Inhale, back to center. Plant the hands, exhale, step back, lower down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple breaths in downward facing dog. Keep your arms straight. Relax your neck, relax your head. Your knees can be lightly bent or working towards straight. And bend your knees, allowing them to come down to the ground. Sit back on your heels, lower your head down to child's pose, and take a couple breaths here. When you're ready, you can switch to Shavasana for your final relaxation pose. So you'll lie down on your back, feet mat width apart or slightly wider, hands on either side, palms face up, chin tucked slightly in to elongate the back of the neck. And breathe here. So the position on the ground looks something like this, sort of like the beginning of creating a snow angel, or perhaps the anatomical position. And rest in that pose as we go through this final relaxation together. I'll guide you through some auto-suggestive relaxation sequence, and your role is to maintain closed eyes, repeat mentally after me, and visualize these body parts relaxing. I relax my toes, my feet, and my ankles. My toes, feet, and ankles are relaxed. I relax my calves, my shins, and my knees. My calves, shins, and knees are relaxed. I relax the tops of my thighs, the bottoms of my thighs, and the sides of my thighs. My quadriceps on the tops of my thighs, my hamstrings on the bottom, and groins on the sides are relaxed. I relax my pelvis, my buttocks, and my hips. My pelvis, buttocks, and hips are relaxed. I relax my abdomen, the sides of my ribs, and my chest. My abdominal muscles, my intercostal muscles on the sides of my ribs, and my chest are relaxed. I relax my lower back, my mid back, and my upper back. My lower, mid, and upper back are relaxed. I relax my shoulders, my neck, and the muscles in between. My shoulders, neck, and traps are relaxed. I relax my upper arms, my elbows, and my forearms. My upper arms, elbows, and forearms are relaxed. I relax my palms, fingers, and fingertips. My palms, fingers, and fingertips are relaxed. I relax my scalp, my temples, and my jaw. My scalp, temples, and jaw are relaxed. I relax my forehead, eyebrows, eyes, nose, cheeks, lips, and tongue. The muscles of my face are relaxed. I am relaxed. If you'd like to stay in this position longer, then be my guest. Otherwise, you can begin to introduce some movement into your body as you wiggle your fingertips, perhaps wiggle your toes, gently roll your head from left to right, and enjoy your day. Thank you. Namaste.